Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Keep in mind, guys, I will never ask you to contact me through WhatsApp. So down in the comment section of my videos, be careful. There are impersonating scammers making comments on the videos and then asking you to contact them through WhatsApp so that they can scam you out of your money. Never fall for that. Always remember, I will never ask you to contact me through WhatsApp. Also on Instagram, same thing. People are cloning my Instagram account, taking all of my photos, and then they are creating a username, and then they're DMing you, asking you to send them money to invest for them in the hopes that you think it's me, which again, I will never ask you to send me money so I can invest for you. I don't invest money for people. Webull is gonna give you 6 free stocks, guys. When you open up a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in the account, they're gonna give you 6 free stocks valued all the way up to $12,600. So after the video, go down to the description box, click on that Webull link, open up your new account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. I wanted to talk a little bit about whether you should be buying stocks, ETFs, crypto right now, or not buying it. Before I tell you what my opinion is, let me also give you my opinion on what is causing all of the turmoil in the stock market right now. And again, guys, this is just my opinion. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at what's happening in the market and trying to figure out, is there an opportunity for me to be able to take advantage of what's happening in the market and build my wealth? It's simple as that. I'm just trying to create wealth. And I think in the market we're in right now, there's a great opportunity to do that. But what's causing it? One of the major things that's causing it is inflation. And how do we get in a position right now where we have 8.5% inflation? Well, if you go back to 2020, when the pandemic broke out, March 2020, our government made the decision that they were going to give out stimulus checks. Why? Because when the pandemic broke out, our government also made the decision to shut the country down. So when you shut the country down and people can't work, you certainly can't just leave them out there hanging. You got to give them some money in order to be able to take care of themselves until you reopen the country again. So that's what the government did. They started issuing these stimulus checks. And that was basically free money to people. Now, many people use those stimulus checks to pay for their necessary things that they need to live. But let's face it, a lot of people who got those stimulus checks still were getting a check from their employer as well because it was just working from home. So most of those people who got that check did what? They did 2 things. They either took the money and started buying things, or they took the money and started investing it into what? The stock market. When all of this money came in, this free money came into the economy, and people started buying stuff with that free money, it quickly depleted that pre-COVID inventory that companies had. So guess what happened? We had a lot of demand and we had a little bit of supply, right? That causes inflation, guys, because when you have a lot of demand and limited supply, it runs prices up. Why? Because that limited supply becomes more valuable, right? It becomes more valuable. So it runs prices up. So that's what inflation is. When we have a sharp increase in the prices of the goods and services we use every day. And that's exactly what happened when those stimulus checks got flooded into the market, all that free money, and we had that limited supply, it ran prices up. So that came back to bite us in the hiney through inflation. Because right now, inflation is 8.5%. It's too high. We can't sustain that. So what does our government do? Our Federal Reserve decides to increase short-term interest rates to force inflation down. Increasing short-term interest rates does what? It prevents people from borrowing money cheaply. It prevents companies from borrowing money cheaply. See, when you can't borrow money cheaply, companies and consumers tend not to borrow money. So if we're not borrowing money, and let's face it, guys, we are a country of borrowers in the United States. Borrow, 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 right? That's how we, and a lot of us, keep our lifestyle going, is through borrowing. That's how a lot of our growth companies fund their expansion, fund their growth, is through borrowing. So if we can't borrow cheaply, then what we tend to do is we stop borrowing. But when you stop borrowing, when you're a country that is dependent on borrowing in order for your economy to run, then that's when your economy slows down. See, that's one of the side effects of inflation, is that when it's too high and the Federal Reserve is forcing it down by raising short-term interest rates, people stop buying stuff. Our economy slows because people are not buying, right? When they're not buying, our economy slows. And when our economy slows, what does that do to companies? They stop growing. They stop being profitable. And that's what inflation does. And that's what inflation has done to the stock market, because when companies stop growing and are not profitable, then investors do not invest in those companies. That's why you see the stock market going down, because investors are taking their money out of these companies that are not growing. That's why when you look at the news, you see companies like Tesla and some of these other big growth companies are starting to lay people off. They're laying people off, man. Tesla laid off 10% of its workforce. Why? Because Tesla's a growth company. Tesla needs to borrow money cheaply in order to grow. And if people are not buying Teslas at a high rate, guess what? Tesla has no choice but to start laying people off, their workers off. They're not growing as fast anymore. And other tech companies are doing the same thing. Other value companies are doing the same thing. They're laying people off because guess what? The economy is slowing. People are not spending as much money. And 70% of our economy, guys, is based on consumerism. People borrowing money and buying stuff. When that's not happening, guess what? Our economy slows. So that's what's driving the stock market down. Now, what could drive the stock market back up? Same thing. Declining inflation. If we can get inflation down, right, that will kickstart the economy again, right? Because people, again, will be able to do what? They'll start spending money again, right? Why? Because when inflation is down, interest rates are what? Down, right? Now I can go to my bank and get me a personal loan cheaply. And then I can take that personal loan and buy crap. Well, and again, guys, I know that's harsh, but that's what we do. That's what we do in our country. We borrow money and we spend it on things we really don't need. But that's when the economy, and that's when the stock market is at its best. When you can borrow money cheaply, whether it be companies or consumers can borrow money cheaply and then take that money and buy things, right? That's when companies start growing again. And if companies start growing again, guess what? Investors come back and start buying shares of their company again. Why? Because now, hey, they believe these companies are back on track. They're expanding. They can be profitable. And what do investors want? Whether you be an institutional investor or a retail investor like you and I, what do we want? We want to be able to put our money into a company that we believe will grow, and then our money grows along with that company. That's what the stock market is about, guys. It's about the future. It's not about the present. It's about the future. Investing in companies with present day money and hoping that those companies do well enough that in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, the money that you put in today will be worth more tomorrow. So everything really, guys, in my opinion, is predicated on inflation. Now, having said that, should you be buying stocks now? Absolutely. Because another thing you got to understand about the stock market is in these bear markets, in these down markets is really where people can level up their wealth, because you're buying these companies at a discount. And at some point, they're not going to be trading at a discount. They're going to be trading at a premium again. But if I can buy them right now today at a discount, as much as I can afford to buy, I want to buy. But I also got to be able to have a long-term hold pattern. I can't be jumping in here saying, oh, I'm going to buy them today, and but I'm going to need my money out of there in 2 weeks because I need to go buy a sofa, or I need to go buy this, or I need to go. No, you can't do that because you're going to lose your money. Because right now the market is going to be volatile. It might be up 1 day, down 5 days. So you got to have a long-term hold pattern if you want to put money in the stock market today. But if you're willing to do that, and when I say long-term hold pattern, guys, I'm talking about 3 to 5 years or longer. Don't be putting money in today if you can't leave it in these companies and these ETFs and these cryptos for at least 3 to 5 years or longer. Don't put it in. Keep it in your savings account, man, because you're not going to be able to sleep at night. Because we're on a roller coaster ride right now in the stock market. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon. But if you understand what's happening, this great wealth transfer I talk about in some of the videos, this is the opportunity for you to seize the moment, right? Take a little bit of money, be consistent with it, buying your favorite companies, buying your favorite ETFs, buying your favorite cryptos, be ready to hold them for 3 years or longer. What history tells me is you'll increase your net worth. You'll be worth more in 3 years, net worth wise, than you are today. So absolutely you should be buying, guys. And I'm encouraging you guys to join me and my subscribers on our $5 a day investment challenge using the Webull app. Click on that link down below if you've not already done it, guys. Sign up for Webull. They're going to give you 6 free stocks. And then you're going to be in a position to start buying your favorite companies, your favorite ETFs, and your favorite cryptos for $5 through fractional share trading. Now, if you want to do more than the $5 a day, go ahead. But $5 represents a cup of coffee, guys. It represents a honey bun and a grape soda. $5, man. Come on. Take those $5 because everybody can do $5. Everybody should be able to take $5 a day and be able to go on that Webull app and buy your favorite company or your favorite ETF or your favorite crypto every single trading day, Monday through Friday. $5 minimum. If you do that right now, listen, man, I can't guarantee you anything, so don't let me say that. But I would be shocked if 3 years from now, you were not worth more in 3 years than you are today. I think you will be. Guys, I've done this for over 20 years, taking a little bit of money and just consistently invested it in the stock market, in my favorite companies, in my favorite ETFs. And I've taken my wealth from 0 to over 7 figures. I'm not saying that'll happen for you, but what I can tell you is, what is the option? The option is that you just sit on the sideline and do nothing and don't grow your net worth at all, and you're in the same place 3 years from now that you are today financially. That's your alternative. Also, I'll send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to do fractional share trading. If you just simply send me a screenshot of your new Webull account, do it through Instagram. So go over to Instagram, follow me on Instagram, DM me, send me a screenshot and say, hey, Richard, open my new Webull account. Here's my screenshot. I'll send you that tutorial video that'll walk you through the necessary steps to be able to do fractional share trading for $5 minimum. Now, obviously, you can do more if you like, but $5 is the minimum you can do it. Well, all right, guys, I hope this kind of explained what's happening with the market from my little simple knowledge. Again, guys, I'm no financial advisor. I'm no guru. I'm just a guy who actually did it. Right? I'm not a guy sitting behind a camera with a fancy backdrop and all the bells and whistles. No, I'm just a guy who started from nothing and built a 7-figure net worth doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. So if you believe in that, let's go to work. If you don't believe in it, hey man, no problem. Do whatever you feel like is best for you. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash that like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. But today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.